Hey there, welcome to today's Garage Cricket. Today we're looking at coming down a wicket, getting to the pitch of the ball and the attacking options that we've got there. Remember, all you need as always is a ball, a wall and something to hit with. If you're on your own, obviously even better if you've got people with you who can feed balls and kind of make it more match realistic. Let's be nice and creative to get this going and let's get underway. So today we're looking at coming down a wicket, and now obviously this is associated with being a particularly aggressive shot, and therefore I've switched to the sponge ball today to take care of things and make sure I don't damage anything. I'm going to be using the cricket bat for this, and first of all let's just see what it looks like in action. So with me as the right hander, I'm going for an underarm feed, and the key thing here is can we get close to the pitch of the ball, and then it's your choice whether you go aerial or along the ground. So I can go over the top there like that, or I can go along the ground like that. So that's what it looks like. Predominantly used to spinners, but more and more is used as a way, is also used against fast bowlers. The main thing is that it's a way of changing the bowler's length, so they can't settle into a length. If you're not happy with the length that they're bowling you, can you change it and get it so that you're now able to play your favourite shots? So this here obviously links closely to the drives that we looked at last week. Now follows some little tips about how we can obviously get to the ball to make this shot nice and successful, and then let's just get whacking as many balls as we can and refining in your own time, because as we always say, you learn best experimenting yourselves. So one of the major problems that we see when people come down a wicket is that they're maybe off balance, they struggle to get their eyes close to the ball, and therefore this minimises the consistency of the strike that they get when they get to the ball. So how can we make sure that we're more consistent? One thing I think that help our footwork would be by using a little mini autograph bat such as this. So by using your mini little autograph bat, you see how, because the bat is so small, I have to watch it really carefully onto the bat, which means that my eyes tend to be in a stiller position, and I need to use my feet to get myself into a position that allows me to watch this ball closely. So that there means that the hands and the eyes get in a better position. You could also maybe do it, if maybe you haven't got a mini cricket bat, maybe like a Hoover nozzle, something like that, similar dimensions, just create what you've got at home. And you need to try and work your feet to get out there. Another thing you can maybe use might be something like a box here. Now this box is going to serve as effectively like a fishing net or something. I'm going to try and catch the ball in it. So it turns into a little game, and you've got to really focus on getting your feet in the right position to allow you to pick that up. And also it looks a little bit at getting your head in a good position and making sure that your hands are nice and soft to ensure the ball doesn't bounce out the box. Because when we come down a wicket, we don't always want to attack. Sometimes it can be just to manipulate the field and to change the bowler's length a little bit. So if you're right-handed, you want to put that box on your right-hand side, so just to the side of the front pad. If you're left-handed, you want to put it on your left-hand side, just to the side of the front pad like that. So we're just going to look at the feet here for a second. So the aim of coming down a wicket is to get close to the ball and to change up the bowler's length, as we spoke about. Now how can we do this while staying balanced so we still get good contact? The first method would be as follows. So you go onto your front foot, your back foot comes behind, so kind of like a crossover, and then your front foot goes out to the ball. So to see that slowly then, it would be like that, and then you would get yourself into a position so that you can play in the direction you want to play. The other one people like to do is when the feet kick together. So you see how the front foot goes forward, start our momentum, the back foot kicks next to it, and then we get into that big lunge again. So that one would look a little bit more like that. Now the big thing here is choose something that you are comfortable with, so that you are balanced, so that your eyes are still and that they're level, so that you can play good quality shots. So one thing we can obviously use to help us develop is we can set up some targets, whether it's garden chairs, whatever you've got out in your shed that you can get out there. For me, I'm going to use some old panels off cupboards and things, so I've got one in here. We got one there, one there, one there. And just our whole idea is, can you adapt your technique to hit them? So I can use my feet, and by using this soft ball, this foam ball that I've got, I can focus on hitting it nice and hard and being aggressive. All my targets are here on the ground, but there's no reason why you can't potentially put one up there where you can bring in a bit more bottom hand, or maybe you could go for the A.B. de Villiers, inside out, over extra cover. There's no reason why you can't maybe put up some kind of homemade pinatas in old shopping bags or something like that. So let's say we want to focus on going over the top and going aerial. Now, one of the problems with this is when you do this, you tend to often lose your shape. Now, a good thing to make sure that we stay balanced through this is we could make it a double practice. So that once you've hit the ball, it's going to come powering back off that wall, and you've then got to evade it like a short ball. So it looks something a bit like this. And again, please use the foam ball. If you need to put helmets on, boxes on, whatever, make sure you've got the necessary